Alright, so I found this article kind of interesting about the female reproductive system. So it talked about how they're making devices out of living tissue to mimic the female reproductive system. The device is made to lead to new treatments for many medical problems, such as fibroids, endometriosis, infertility, miscarriage, and gynecologic cancers. This is a huge benefit because many women are affected by this, and I think this would be a great to continue researching on this, because it would be a great thing to help these women that struggle or have been affected by this. They invented or came up with the Evitar. Researchers used tissues from human fallopian tubes, a uterus, and cervix donated by women who had undergone surgery. Researchers were able to recapitulate the full menstrual cycle. So, in other words, they were able to have this device go through a full menstrual cycle, which is crazy. They're learning more about the basic biology of how the female reproductive tract functions. That is the main reason they started making this device, is to learn how the female reproductive tract works. Scientists only want to use it for the study of the anatomy and to try to develop treatments for those medical problems I stated before, which I think is awesome. Some ethical issues that could come of this is those scientists and researchers that go above and beyond and don't really know when to stop, I feel like. With technology and how advanced it is nowadays and how it is continuing to advance in the future, it could come about on creating a baby outside of the womb, which I think would be beneficial, but also, like, who's responsible for that baby once it's quote unquote born? I don't know if it could be born outside of the womb, but it can be created, I guess. But who is the parent? Who's going to be responsible? Is it going to have to, like, what happens after? I think that part of it would be awesome for those parents that are infertile or have a miscarriage and are too scared to try again. Those women who struggle with having babies, like, I think that'd be a great thing in the future, but also it might get too far. That might be too far. So the cons of that would be those ethical issues that come up. You definitely want to make sure that, like, the women that are donating their tissues and part of their uterus and everything, that they are tested to make sure that they are clean. Like, you don't want to have someone who has STIs or AIDS or anything like that to be reused or take that tissue from that person to implant it into this device and then give that to somebody else. That would not be very good. So I think that this type of research is really cool. I'm interested in kind of reading some more and doing a little bit more research than what I did. Maybe watching a lot more videos, because I think as a female, this is something that could potentially affect me one day. Like, if I was to have something happen, and I'd kind of want to know what the next step is or what my options are. So